Well, good morning, everybody. And how was everybody?
Time.
Gatorade time. He already drank his coffee, okay?
Yep.
So
We
did
had coffee
I.
this morning.
Cafe Bustelo.
Yeah, we've been having
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah, we had tea for a while. We had run out of coffee.
Yeah.
We love tea in the evening, but we do not like tea
Not
in the
every
morning.
Not
every single morning,
We're
anyway.
not English enough.
British, my darling.
Pardon.
British, because I love their language. I love to listen to a person from England speaking. It's just so cool. Actually, any other country, I think.
Yeah.
The way they sound is. They say what that Italian or French is the romantic language. I think all other language except ours is the romantic language.
Well,
Even,
yeah.
Even South Louisiana, the way they speak there, the Cajun, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, I love to listen to them speak too. It's really cool. Anyway, that wasn't. Oh, look at our stripe. See, we painted this across. We got more work to do, but it's going to take us time.
Oh, we have more painting to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to paint the bottom part here a different color, more like
This is
a green.
about 4 coats. 4 coats on there.
Yeah. But it cost us 25 cents for a quart.
And we used about that much out of the can.
Yeah, it's really cool.
For both sides.
Yep. Really cool. I got to do the front also, but that's another time. Anyway, that was not what we were going to talk about, was it?
Well, we always see it, so
we always go into different
subjects.
It's
there to see.
The water barrel, that's all installed.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's all plumbed and everything.
Eventually, when we're done, then I'll show you. But we're not done. It's almost like.
I still have to put the intake faucet up here.
Yeah, we do.
Connection.
Yeah, we have to put that. We're going to put it up there.
Above
but
the stripe.
I mean, it's nice to have a big thing of water. Like, I'd be doing the dishes and I'd have to say I need more water. Now I don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to tote it back and forth, which would be
No,
great.
we just drive over there and fill it up.
Anywhere we can connect, fill her up. So anyway, one of the things we were talking about was some of the things we really don't like about this lifestyle. 99% I think we like, but there's that little 1%. What is your percent?
It varies. It's different every day. You know, if I'm working on something, I really like to get cleaned up after I get through, especially with grease and stuff working on the outside of the vehicle, either one of them. So I don't always get to take a shower.
Yeah.
And it's not that easy because we don't have an outside source for water yet.
Yeah. And not just that, because if we're not in an, there goes the geese. We have so many geese. Canadian geese are all over the place right now. And also here you'll see the eagles fly across. Yep. Beautiful. They're majestic. But also we don't always have access. Like right here we do have nice hot showers.
We have hot soap. I mean, you can go to the sink and wash up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but
nice here.
We don't have that, otherwise we have the solar bags, But that will change eventually.
We're working on it.
Yeah. We're thinking how to work that out. Also, with me is I don't like to stay in one place that long, and I get very agitated and kind of depressed, really, if I'm in a place more than 2 weeks. It's just like I gotta go, and we bicker when we're in a place too long.
I don't know if it's depression, but it's anxiety or something.
Anxiety, it really. I get very anxious.
Yep.
Yeah, and it tears my stomach up.
Any more than 2 weeks usually.
Yeah.
We're just going kind of.
Yeah, because.
Yeah.
We do. We get very antsy with each other.
We don't get physical, but we get.
No, Lord, no. Don't worry. It would never be that.
We get verbal.
But we do. We get verbal, and that's not. That's almost as bad. This is how I always felt, because I did live a very physical abuse situation, and sometimes the physical pain goes away, but the emotional and mental pain.
Yeah, that's the worst.
They stay. And that's what I don't like, because it eats in you, you know. A bruise will go away, which I'm not saying do. Oh no, I don't believe in any kind of abuse.
She beats on me. I don't beat on
Oh
her.
yes, I do.
See?
I'm always beating on him.
Yeah.
I'm the physical one, okay? This is Brian. I'm Gabby. I hit him. No, I would never say that. I would say
but she
he
does.
did it.
But I like it, so.
Shut up.
Well, it's just the
Anyways,
truth.
one of the things I don't like is I don't like staying put too long. It's
No.
just actually, it makes me sick. It actually makes me sick.
But on the other end, you can go up the Ouachita Mountains in north central Arkansas, and all dispersed camping within the Ouachita Mountains is 30 days. And it's okay for some reason. You know you can
It's
kick
different.
back for 30 days and not have to worry about it.
And it's
And
different too.
It's different. The atmosphere is different. The forest is different. It's really soft.
It is.
You know,
it
it's
is.
not the-
It's soothing.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's
you know,
different. It's a different situation.
It is now like
And you
here.
don't feel like 30 days is too long. up
No,
there.
no,
actually
but
get to kick
more
back
than
and
30
relax.
days would be too
Oh
long.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you can move.
Yeah,
There's
and,
like 100 different
and
spots.
sometimes
in
it's
the
a good thing to just relax for a while, because when you're on the move a lot, you need a place where you can actually chill out
Yeah.
and relax. And yeah, that's one nice thing. What is another thing you don't like regarding this lifestyle?
Yeah, you don't always get a good selection of food. You tend to go out and buy something that you know you like, and you buy too much of it, you know, because it's easier to fix or something, or it's not a variety. It's not like sitting at home and you get a four or five course meal. You know, you get your vegetable and your
Yeah,
potato,
your meat.
your milk, your meat.
Yeah.
You don't get that all the time every meal.
Yeah,
It's just
sometimes we don't get the
though,
nutrition
we
we
sometimes
need.
we just do an actual sit down and eat something
Yeah,
like that. But we don't do it all the time, which we don't need to do it all the time because we're getting a little older. So it's not a requirement.
I did not say that.
I know
He
she
did.
didn't say it. But it's not a requirement of our bodies anymore to do that every day. And nutrition is not just a balance of one day, the 24-hour period. Nutrition is a balance of, if it's a week, if you want to do it that way. And as long as you don't binge every night on something. If we can have ice cream if we want to for dinner. But we don't do it every night, you know.
No.
And we balance something during the day with it. You know, a bowl of cereal is fortified with vitamins. It sounds like an advertisement, but it really is. And you get most of what you need out of 2 bowls of cereal for most of the day. So
Yeah.
it's a good foundation, and you don't do that every day. But if you do that every other day, you'll have a good foundation of vitamins that you need. So you can binge. We can have popcorn one night. You know, we're adults. We can do what we want to. But it is hard to maintain a balance.
A balanced meal. I agree. I agree with that.
We had food banks when we can, and they end up giving us
Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes.
sometimes it's
Just the basics, you know.
three whole chickens. You know.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you do with 3 whole chickens? You put them in the freezer.
Yeah. But another thing I don't like is when we're traveling and our destination is further apart and we have to stop overnight, like at a truck stop or rest area. I really don't care for that much. Not because I worry about danger, because I don't worry about danger, but it's just aggravating to just have to stop overnight and know you've got to get up in the morning and
Yep.
take off again, you know.
And your goal in traveling, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yeah.
Nothing
I'm
new.
from a big family. We talk over each other. You have to get heard. Anyway, the goal is to never have to put anything on your bed while you're traveling. So when you stop, you can go back and lay down if you want to, take a nap, you know, whatever you want to do. Or when you get ready to go to bed at night, you don't have to unload the bed every night.
We're getting better at that.
We're
with
getting
mine.
better, but
Yeah.
it's
Yours too.
it's unattainable at the point right now,
Yeah.
you know, and that's a negative thing.
Yeah, and that is, and
It
I
is.
think the situation a lot has to do with the room that we do have. He lives in the van, which is not that big, and my bus is bigger, and it's still not big enough. Uh, so yeah, I think a lot has to do with that. There's still a few things I've got to put on my bed to make sure, but not like it
Yeah.
used to be. I used to have to put everything on
I
my
know.
bed and everything back out.
In traveling, it's not real easy to eat.
No, it's not.
It's not.
See, he's the
'Cause
food. This is
I'm the cook.
Mikey.
I'm the cooker though.
Most of the
Most of the
time.
time I do
Yeah,
the
he
cooking.
does.
I try to do. We keep mashed potatoes around, and we keep some
Instant
kind of
potatoes.
vegetable around.
Yeah,
Well, they're still
always. Yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
You know, the primary meat is whatever we pull out of the freezer that day.
Yeah, like I'm making spaghetti today. Today
Yeah.
is my time to make spaghetti. Yeah, he loves
I
spaghetti.
like spaghetti. I like her spaghetti.
Yeah, I make good spaghetti.
Anyway, yeah, you do. But it's it's harder to do on the road.
And it's not ragu.
'Cause things are tied down and bungee corded around
Yeah,
appliances and stuff, things that you wouldn't use.
yeah,
So it makes it harder.
it does. It
You know,
does.
you can't pull into Walmart and pop out the generator and turn on
That would be
the
good.
new wave.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's true. Another thing also is trying to find a destination. It's getting a little harder to find a destination where you could stay
It
at
is.
least 3 days. At least 3 days, which would be nice.
yeah,
But it's harder to find free campsites. Um,
they're out there though.
they're out there. There's definitely a lot of them.
Yep.
But, like free camping and Campernium or what's the name, I will go on YouTube and listen to where these other YouTubers, these other nomads camp at because they have more knowledge than these other places do. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of listen to them when they're in a certain area. They'll tell you where they've been and what's free and what's not. And that helps
Yeah.
a lot.
And a lot of little towns have realized there's a lot of RVers out there going around up and down the highway, and they're not stopping in their towns.
Yeah, and it's beneficial.
So if you set up 3 or 4 places where people can plug in at night for electricity and stay 3 or 4 days, and all they have to do is go down to the courthouse and show them your driver's license, and you get a permit for
Somebody's
4 days.
got a dog and it's loose on the beach.
Well, it's on the beach, it's down
I
there.
think it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
there are a lot of little towns, especially in West Texas, that are doing that now. In New Mexico,
Mhm.
some in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We've gone to a few, we've seen a few, we've heard of a lot more.
Yeah, and
So they're out there because they're usually somewhere near the center of town.
not too far.
Not too far off the center of town.
Yeah.
So it gets them more shopping. If you stay at those places, you can go down there and spend a little bit of money. It would help.
Yeah. Yeah, and it helps
Well,
the
it helps.
community, and
It
that's
helps the
one way of
community.
paying back.
It's paying back, but
Yeah.
they see these people driving through all the time.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
don't stop.
Yeah. And, like in Eunice, it's really a nice park because you got water and you got electric. You got 3 days. And
Yep.
actually,
Yep.
if you need more than 3 days, there's a phone number to call and they can give you permission to stay a little longer.
It's a
So
municipal park.
it's a German Shepherd.
It doesn't matter.
But anyway, it's nice and handy to find a place like that. Especially when you've been traveling for a while, it is nice to be able to stop at least for a couple of days and
You still don't.
it really is. Like I have my
It is.
dehydrator, and I can dehydrate. If we went to
Yep.
Eunice, we have 3 days. I can dehydrate.
Pick up some fresh hamburger meat.
Yeah. Oh,
dehydrate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really, some of these little parks are really, they're very, I know some of them is just 1 day, but they do have,
There are a lot of them. Are 3
they
or 4
have the
days.
water, they have the electric, and
Yep.
it's free.
It's
So what
free.
do? You go into the community and you buy a little bit from them, and that's
Yep.
pay back,
Yep.
So, but there's a lot of little different things I'm not crazy about. Sometimes I think one of the things I don't really like, I'm not a social butterfly. I don't like to be around a lot of people. Like I'm not a caravan type person.
Yeah.
Neither one of us are.
Neither one of us are.
And when
But-
we get a lot of people around us, we really don't like it very
No,
much. We
no.
want to just
We
go
don't
on.
We don't really want to travel with people.
No,
But we don't mind meeting them somewhere, and saying hi and staying a day or two sometimes.
yeah.
but we
Yeah.
don't want to. We don't want a caravan.
No,
We don't want anybody behind us. We don't want anybody in front of us.
No, we like to, you know, meet people. I love meeting people, and that's one of my ministry. I have to meet
basically
people with our ministry. We have to meet people.
Yeah, that's not the same.
But it's not the same like in a group, because generally in a group, you're going to have a lot of different ideas. So it's not good.
Yeah.
But
There's
otherwise, is that Paul? Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, we do enjoy being around some people, but not a whole group. So that's Paul. That is my sweet spiritual son. But anyway, those are just some of the things, and there's several other things, but
they're not bad. I mean,
they're not. They're not. They're
instead of 99, it's like 99.9. Most of it is really good.
yeah. Oh, not
You know,
yeah.
You get an odd thing here and there, but
Yeah, you do.
you know.
Now, as far as having
But
problems,
even
we never have
alligators
had.
in Louisiana are not bad, as long as you stay away from the shoreline where you're camping.
Yeah.
Or you bring the dogs in. If you see an alligator coming
Yeah.
up on shore.
Oh, we've been right where all the alligators
I
are.
know.
And my dogs
I'm
have been
just
out
saying
there.
they're not that bad if you watch what's going on.
Oh, yeah. You
So
definitely.
it's not really a negative.
No, it's not. Especially for me. I love alligators. So.
But in South Arkansas, there's a lake that's full of alligators, and there's no trees around or nothing but picnic tables, and they get up on the picnic tables. The alligators do. So you don't want to go there probably.
and also, like Croc Springs in Louisiana, I love to camp there but it's like you're up above the water, so it's going to take the alligator time to get up there. So I'm very watchful for them.
Walkers.
I mean, I had one that kept on looking at me in the water. He kept looking up at me, and I thought, and he stopped, and he looked like he was turning my way, and I got my animals, put them in the van, and I said, okay, we're going for a couple of hours. So I took off with them, with my animals, not the alligators. And I went into town, did what I had to do, came back, and before I even let them out, I got out and I looked around to make sure there was no alligators out there that could come up to my animals. And even then, I left them in the van for a little bit so I could make sure there was not. So you just have to be cautious.
You do. Same thing with bears.
Anything.
We've been in bear country.
Yeah, well, I've never really had that much.
Well,
no.
I've seen maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Black bears, but I'm quieter than she is. So.
All right, folks, that's it for today. Listen, God bless you all. And we are keeping every one of you in our prayer. Even those we don't know, we have in our prayers. Because we all need prayers. So please keep us in your prayers. And God bless you. And peace, my friends.
Peace. Take care.
Take care.